this goes. So I'm here at the mall with my girls. It's that time of the year where we have to do a little bit of back to school shopping. Got to get those fresh kicks, and we definitely got what we were looking for. But y'all know how this goes. You can't just come in, get what you want, and be out. You got to go to this store, you got to go to that store, we got a window shop here, window shop there. And I knew from the very beginning I was getting set up. I was getting set up when my wife asked if we wanted to take 2 cars. Now, mind you, we don't live too far from the mall. So I could have very easily said, yeah, let's take 2 cars, blah, 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 and be done with it and go home. But I said, nah, you know, you drive, I'll hang out with y'all, and we do what we got to do. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. And I figured I'd take a little bit of time and do a recording specifically, you know, about this time, because we are going through some transitions. And beginning of the school year is coming, and my girls are growing, and you know, we're at different stages of life. And a couple weeks ago, we were down at the sale spot to get my daughter hooked up, you know, for her first cell phone. So that is a big transition, and I am having some emotions about it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So let's get into it. My oldest is getting to that point where she's outgrown her watch phone. We have one of those kid watches where we can program X amount of numbers in. She can call, she can text, got crazy control over it. Know where she's at when she has it on her person, can track her and all of that type of stuff. And that's worked for the last 3 years, with the exception of her responding. Homegirl would get text and it will go through, and it was like a ghost on the other end. So we had to work on that. I was like, listen, how are you gonna get a phone and you don't even use what you got now? You know what I mean? But anyway, she's getting older, and it's time to get that phone, to give her that practice that she needs, to use it, to be smart with it, and just to grow. You know what I mean? She's gonna be a year older in a couple of months. Next year she's gonna be, you know, in high school, and I have no regrets. My wife has no regrets with the timing of things. We were in no rush for have a phone, to have that type of freedom and that type of access. And now it's time. So we are going to prepare her. We're going to talk about the importance of safety, the contacts that she has in her phone that we've allowed her to have. Those are the folks that you can receive text messages from, you can receive phone calls from. Anything other than that is spam. You need to, you know, check with us before opening any of that stuff, because there's dangers. So we're going to sit down and have a nice conversation. We're going to develop the rules and regulation and guidelines around use, and she's going to grow into that. And it's scary, but it's necessary. And again, no regrets on, you know, her age and when she's receiving it. And, you know, you can see how exciting she is. We're in the store right now, some footage of the day we were in the store, and she's opening the box, and she's got this big old smile on her face. And one of us is extremely ready and the other one is not. And you be the judge on who that may be. But it's time. And she's a good girl. She's a responsible young lady. And this is just another part of the growing process. And, you know, this is one of those things that there's nothing in the books, you know, regarding fatherhood and, you know, these different stages. And this is why, you know, for me, it's important to have this channel. It's important to speak to dads that have been on this journey, you know, so I can get some advice and I can talk about some of my fears, but they can help me put it all into perspective. So, you know, it's going to be a journey, and it's going to be some things that my daughter learns, my wife and I will learn. We've got a younger one who already thinks that she deserves a cell phone, and she's 20 months younger. It's like, well, you got some time. You need to get that thought out of your mind. But it is what it is. And as I'm smiling, you know, it's great to be able to be in a position to help her grow and reach the next level, because that's what I'm here for, you know, as her dad, is to help prepare her for the next stages and phases of life. And her being out on her own, making decisions about spam emails, spam texts, all of those things that will come is going to be part of that growth. So we're here to help her, and I'm looking forward to when she, her mom, and I have a sit down and we talk about how it's to be used. I think it's just going to be a great learning experience for us all, and it's definitely going to help her sister when she gets to the point of needing a cell phone. But just so y'all know, that brand new iPhone in the box that she was opening, yeah, that's her mom's. So mom's got an upgrade. Homegirl inherited a iPhone 12. So that's where she's getting started. She's not getting the latest and greatest model that's out there. Mom Dukes got upgraded to a new iPhone. So that's how we roll. If I had it my way, she would have a flip phone where she could only call, she can only text, and she can learn how to play that snake game that I grew up loving back in the mid to late 90s when I got my first cell phone. So that's what's happening. And I hope this helps someone out there who's going through something similar with their young ones at this stage of their lives, and this big responsibility, because it is a big responsibility. And we just need to help and shape them, make good decisions when they get there. So we'd love to hear your journey on helping your kids in that cell phone age when they got one. We'd love to hear that. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. More of this to come. And now it's time for a bike ride. This is why I go for a bike ride, because all of this parenting and lifing, your boy needs to decompress. So as always, fatherhood is a journey that you don't have to do alone. So God bless, take care, be good. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.